and welcome back. My name is Kalarmi Adaya. This is the Dexterity run of The Last Faith, and I both live in and for independent video games. So, we have a bit more of a run to take. This is going to be for what I would consider the second chapter or act of the game. And we are going to try to complete some last-minute runs here before we get into the site cave. This area's difficulty is a bit, I wouldn't say wonky, but this area definitely has monsters stronger than the first section of the game, but it's not wholly considered by me to be the start of the act. It's kind of a side area. Well, we'll complete what we need here and pattern our way back to things. Biggest issue with doing the combo attacks is that it doesn't respond so quickly. So, as we go through, yeah, unfortunately you can't use a parry right out of an enhanced combo. So it makes it a little bit difficult to play nice with that. But, hey, more bullets. Our goal for stats here, we'll reveal this hidden guy. Oop, out. Out of focus. I'll restore a little bit. There we go. Don't think we have enough without a couple hits here. And completely messed that up. Oh well. And go. The great thing about parrying is because it restores health, you can afford to be a little bit reckless with it. And you're gonna jump after me? Nope. Okay. Oop. Switch over to the Night Tides route. Now, this weapon used to scale primarily off of dexterity, but it now is more even dexterity in mind after the first update of this game, which didn't have a name, it was just a balance update. It always makes me feel there's a secret wall here because there's no one else around in this entire area. It's just an empty room to let people get up here.
That is a mighty feat.
It is all.
Then we must.
It is fruit I study.
There has.
No.
Things that
It's the only word that comes out when I'm skipping everything. And back we go. Now, with as much as we have here, I don't think we have anything to worry about in terms of... Okay, that goes up. We want to go down. And I forgot to activate it. We can go activate the switch in a sec. That's not a problem. We'll just go down this way. You can't go back up this way because of the one-way wall there, or one-way floor, but It's not that far out of our way. This is more of a convenience going up than it is going down. And we'll replenish. And move on to the crypt. Just a little bit more dexterity in mind, that would help. Now, we do have some goals for dexterity in mind. One of the advantages of the whip is its range, which allows it to do multi-hits a lot easier, which people don't consider when they say that the whip's strength is weak. It's like, no, not really. Yeah, we killed him when we could have executed, but that's fine. And give me that back. Aw, misjudged that amount of damage. Close, use the sword. You want to be some distance away, use the whip. All plays out pretty well in the end. And we'll have to come back here when we have the hook shot. And yes, I am OCD about this. Block has to be on the pressure. Like that. Don't ask me why, it just doesn't feel right otherwise. These don't hit as hard as they could, so... Oh. In this situation, it's gun. 4 bullet speeds, easy kill. With the block over here. And we grab a full stone. Secrets there. You think of it many times I have played this game, and I have played it quite a bit. You'd think I'd know where everything is. I don't. I don't have that good of a memory. Ooh. Ow. That combo not only did a lot of damage, it interrupted me out of my skill. It still took my focus. Ugh, nasty. This is why I like the whip. Come here. Timing on these guys are always tricky. I'll take some of my focus and health back from that. And you'll see a lot of use of whip in this and the next playthrough. There is a distinct level of advantage of having that little bit extra range. And it does... Oh, ow. It does justify the lower damage. These guys, however... You can just get up close and bash them anyways. So... working our way through the crypt. And a lot of this is going to be just playing through it, because our next available weapon isn't until fairly long into the game. testing. I can reach that guy, but I don't want to jump like 5 different times to kill him. So we'll come back to him. You, I'm gonna get close to whether or not I want you to. It's just better to have the higher DPS at that point. Nothing there. And you attack regardless. So might as well get the free counter off of you. Yeah. Rawr. Rawr, rawr, rawr. I can do it too. And now we kick the can. We want the whip because we want the range. Switch over. And easy kick to the ladder. We head back down here and we finish this guy off. That's an easy miss of 100 Nitrucks, just having him there. Up we go. Next room. The room I hate the most. With the whip, it's so much different. Because I can clear those barrels without any trouble, and it's just a matter of moving things to where you want to go. For now, just be careful with these guys. 3. Oh. Take it slow. No need to worry about it. Move this over here. And he's lost interest. Now he moves further away. And we, oops, went through that door a little bit too fast. You don't get the Nitrucks if you don't let them finish their death animation, so. Which is funny when you freeze an enemy and they're stuck in the middle of their death animation. It can be a bit of a lost Nitrucks if you're using something like the Holy Wing DEX. For those that saw my last playthrough, I often paused to make sure I got that. Yeah. Okay. Ow. That was dumb of me. I was worried about the guy below. 1, 2, 3, 4, and away. Some more combustion powders, healing injections. We'll take one of those. Combustion powders are very valuable in this part of the game. I'll show you why in a bit. I was hoping I could kill him before he finished that, but oh well. That's a hit taken. Alright, 1, 2. Can't double hit that, so I'll just use him from out here. We'll go back up there in a moment. I just didn't want to have to deal with him. Pick up what you can. And the wall here. Might as well just put it all over there for now. 4,000 Nitrucks. The question is, am I going to be able to get enough to +2 both of these weapons before any. Not that it's absolutely needed, it's just a preference pool. Honestly, if I'm taking a look at what I'm doing now, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that I don't have enough to level both of them. I'm gonna have to choose which one. Whip, even though it's the lower, it's probably gonna prioritize over. Drat. I might do a little bit of farming in this case. Yes, you want to shoot that one down. Take advantage of your Pokebullets. Because her attack goes all the way across the room, and it's undodgeable. So, I don't even bother. And roll behind. Stay away. Oops. That was bad for me. This one was never fun. Whew. I forgot her damage hits. I'll heal up for that. And small advantages of extra range. And we'll finish you off with one. Go down, whip. Push the sword. Behind, and that will do it. Boom. And a crux. Don't need that on powders. Alrighty. We'll do one parry. Up or focus back up. I'm sorry, I see a blue bar there at mana. That is the name for the blue bar. 30 years of being told what that bar meant. I can actually stun off that, which throws off the sword. That is an unborn. We don't need to worry about that. Grab, grab, grab. Jump from here. Jump from here, and up. Nightcrux. Maybe? Because it's only one level per. I'm thinking about the end goal here. Oh, Ethereal Great Blade. We won't be using you anymore. Moon Silver Ore, or Moon Silver Stone, however, is worthwhile. And the second of the two blocks. Click. And down we go. Grab this. Flip this switch so we could just push the other one on what we need without being interrupted by cutscene. And look, OCD satisfied. Oh, well, it's already where it needs to be. And we have Wyman again.
An interest. Many, of course.
We'll grab the powders from him. Actually, we'll grab the silver ore from him. This is where I wonder. I will skip the electric powders. As much as I like that, fire and darkness are the best ones. Well, do I want to do some farming first? We'll see. First, we'll try to rank up the weapons, because having them at +2 will help. Start with a whip. Alright, now we're down to the prototype blueprints, which we will be able to get soon. And we have some leveling up to spare. Now, let's see. See where we're at here, because we have some goals for secondary stats we want to get out of the way. Dexterity at 22 is good to start, but we need 8 strength and 6 mind before anything, so we'll put the mind up. And we'll work our way into strength. I am anticipating prerequisites of weapons going forward, so some of my data is a little on the old side, but I do believe that makes for the most of the prerequisites we're going to need for other stats, which is great because some of this stuff is like triple scaling. We'll have one that scales with strength and mind. The whip, of course, scales with dex and mind, so we'll want to have both of those available. Okay, so before we do anything, I want to explain what I'm going to do here. We're going to complete the puzzling for Eddie, but we're actually going to die before we get to him, because I want to do boss fights of Eddie with both of these weapons to kind of identify how they work. That's something I didn't get to do last run. I should have done a run with the axe and a run with the greatsword just to show you how they work differently. But in this term around, we will do both. So back to the Chasm of the Fallen. We'll complete the quest. By the way, if you take a look at this scaling, it's still DC, but that will even out to BB as it levels up further. So, but this is just straight C. If you'll notice that we still have a little bit similar damage profiles here, but that won't show you very much because this is only a 3% crit chance. This, actually, they both are only 3. So, the damage profile on the whip is going to be slightly less, even though it's rank 2. The range makes the difference. But, as you notice, now that they're +2 and we've got more mind with us, it is actually going to bonus up a bit better. Ow! I meant to jump, but... there we go. One of these jumps I hate. I'm staring at that item that I can't reach because it's in the spikes. That aggravates. Oh well. My fault for throwing the pot. And I always do these left to right. And there's no need to read the puzzle because we already know what it does. We basically go from the bottom right to the bottom left in a counterclockwise circle. And there we go. It's unlocked. Up we go. Up we go. Veil shade number 1. Get that done on our way. And off to the other side. Whips, extra range, works out here. Come closer. I mistimed that, so I went down instead of up. Ow. Forgot about that. There we go. I mistimed that as well. Having some issues with timing today. There we are. Hey, you lost interest. Aha. Ow. Forget how big that explosion can be. And Veil Shade now. Yeah, Veil Shade number 2. Now, the question is, do I sacrifice 1,800 Nycrux? Or do I just die to Eddie? I think we're just gonna die to Eddie. Because putting the death point behind him makes it harder to grab. If I die to him, the Nycrux will just reappear at the starting point. Yeah, let's just die to him. Hi, Eddie. Can you do me a favor and kill me? Not intimidating. Come on. Do your thing. Come on. Ow. Do it again. Come on. Harder. There we go. Now. This will put me here. I get my Nutcrux back. And we'll fight for real. Let's start with the sword. And we'll go from there. We could skip. And we sort. Oh, pain. Don't waste my time. Oh, yeah. Oops, that was my bad. So, the objective here one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might need to use bombs for this. I don't know. Oh, come here. I'm going to stack as much of this as possible. Again. That corner's always nasty. Okay, so we probably won't get our ball off on this. Doesn't matter at this point anyways. There we go. So, that took almost the entire fight to do, though. And he dies to burning. Just to give you an idea of that section, we wanted to try to fight this guy with fire because he is dastardly weak to fire. But notice how long it took this weapon to inflict fire. Now, if you matched my strength let's play, we couldn't do it at all. But you could with this weapon. We're going to redo that fight. Back to the Chasm of the Fallen. None of our stuff is missing because we did resave. And we're going to do this with the whip. Say hello to my little friend. Actually, we do want to make sure we have the bombs equipped. And everything else should be fine. There we go. Yink. And look how quickly he burns. Now, this means the weapon with the most range, but the lowest overall damage, is doing the most damage against this particular boss because of the status effect infliction. Look how much that's proccing. We're out of fire, and he just stopped. So we reapply. And now he's burning again. Yeah. And while we're idling and he's doing all that, he's just burning away. Even in the air. So we're just waiting for it now. Far easier. This is the hard counter to Eddie. I love it so much. And we'll keep that win. Far less items consumed, far better work. You could do this with different powders to different enemies. The humanoid enemies in particular are weak. No, we have our hook shot. Yes, I know, it's called the grappling claw. Nice toy. Still not Batman. So, back to regathering what we need, which it's strange that we actually pick up more health here than we need, but again, not playing a mind run. That's next time. We're close to playing a mind run, and that's going to be a lot of fun toys to play with. More Nightcrawlers. So at this point, we are sitting pretty on Nightcrawlers for a good while. We can start to do what we need to do for alternative stats and get that maxed out. But we have no need to upgrade weapons until we actually get to the area we need, the Esk Mansion. So, plenty of time to take care of all of our alternative prerequisites. Having upwards of 20 strength, granted, will serve us well once we start to get into the cold areas. Let's see. We can walk through the crypt to try to get more, or we can just skip. Trying to see if we have any pits we have to worry about. Only the ones initially through here. Actually, no. We'll hoof it. This route back won't take us long. And we'll get some nice toys. A little bit of Nycrux is always good. Haha! Perfect timing on that parry. Prevented the bomb from hitting us. And restored the health that we lost. Okay. And crawl up. We'll move this over a little bit. This will work for both sides. And back up we go. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I had attacked when I should have evaded there. That's fine. A little bit of health ain't gonna hurt me right now. Yeah, that will. Kill the other one that come up and restore. Gimme. These guys are the easiest ones to restore after realizing that I can use parry on them. You can hear me. Come down. You're not. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was just some free Nycrux, couple items, no big deal. Hey, come here. Nothing of value was lost. Don't need to save there because we'll have a save point coming up here. Oh, I forgot something. So we will use the save point because we'll use the opportunity to farm more. Of course, we get an execution. We absolutely don't need it. Yep, that's what I was saying. Managing distance is really nice with these guys. Knowing what your damage is doing also is. Because a lot of these enemies get armor during their attacks that allows them to complete it. And if you're not dealing sufficient, they'll just hit you before they die. bullets. Don't need that. Now we'll head up. Trying to think of other places we need to do the hook shot at, but we can always trail back. We could get the shock armor for Annabella. But we're not going to be at critical range. Very much. Oh. So, shock armor is great for a person who likes to use mine builds and be up close. Sadly, it just doesn't work out that way. We could skip Annabella. We don't need her right away. I will take advantage of the available Night Crooks from Lucille's quest. And we get into the most annoying place of the game. This becomes worse because this area has the murky water, or the swamp water, that slows down your attacks. And roll through. Ow. And just whip it into shape. Go forward. Move ahead. Also doesn't give you the ability to dodge roll, so you take a lot of hits to the face. It's not too late. Whip it. Whip it good. Not that we're going to Nightmare anytime soon, but you never know. In this case, because damage is so slowed, you want the range. There. I do believe that this was a wasted zone. Great for lore, but this could have been a fight. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. This is the worst place to be. Haha, I can take you through the floor. The floor breaker is back. Lady lost interest. You're just gonna let me... I'm not gonna question that. She just stood there and took it. I will heal up a little bit. There we are. Ma'am, your friend, she was doing strange things. At least you fought back a little. Yeah. 2, 3. squeezed between those two dark explosions. Ah. 4, 5. Squishy. Dark Tears powder. Yay. Good to get that for free. Alright, Scientist Diary. Yeah, we only get 2 of those Dark Tear powers to work with. And we are going to want it. Squishy. Alright. Hey. Ah, maybe the slower reaction to attacks has to deal with the fact that they anticipate you being slowed. From a design perspective, that's okay-ish. I still don't like murky water. To the face. Still, these guys are typically out of the water when they attack you. Or you're typically out of the water when they attack you. Whoop. And that's them gone. More Dark Tears powder, which is great. Love those. Darkness is a great element when you're using dexterity. It's also a great element when you're using mind. So, I'll enjoy that. For now, we are in the city of Erlim. And we have to deal with these guys again. Are you in range? Yes. Not anymore. 3. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I love the range on that. Range and speed. Good combination. That's why the whip hits so light. But you're supposed to use it with powders if you're really worried about damage. Oop, oop, nope. Go away. And... Oop. Use the sword, switch to whip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Switch the sword. Wait. Just lay into him. And we are past the incessant cannon fire. We really don't need to worry about the cannon fire at this point. Oh, we'll talk to Walrick here.
Take heed.
Think you're going the wrong direction for the thing you want. You're either after the Nycrux or you're after your crest. I think it's the Nycrux, but... not right now, buddy. We're actually going to complete a quest here for some easy Nycrux. And... oh, yeah. Whip. One problem about the whip and dexterity weapons at this stage of the game. Not quite enough to kill those. But... very safe weapon to use the whip in this circumstance. And... woohoo! We really didn't need to do that. It will be fun to use later. Let's see. Do I want to cash in now? We should cash in now, because we still have several levels of strength to get rid of. So, before we go to the Great Hall, we're going to go back to Mithrangal. Actually going to complete Lucille's quest. As I said before, this is the most backtracked area of the game. Let's see. Yep, down 1 level. With the flowers in mind, we can... Harry hits both of them. carry her for a finish. She does a lot easier this time around. A whip. Grab that. Give her the wildflowers. Oops, I triggered. So now we have our Nycrux well in hand. It's a fairly large amount of Nycrux to have from her. Oh. Yeah, the choice is whip or not. Just because I know it's easy. And we're headed to a save point anyway, so why not use skills when you have them? Alright. Back to the manor. So that finishes off what we need out of this. Now we have dexterity up to 27 before we even start getting into our heavy dexterity weapons. So, good on us. Now, puts us in a little precarious position when it comes to leveling up the weapons themselves, but we have plenty of opportunity to gather more Nycrux at this point. Slap you with a whip. I can't reach you at this point. Ow. Forget you have to dodge through these guys. That's fine. It doesn't hit them. Aw. Surprised I didn't experiment with that earlier. Hey, buddy, do you? No, okay, can't. Tried, but it was worth it. When you have the range level of a whip, you can afford to dodge back, but doesn't matter what you do, you gotta get hit with this guys occasionally. Which makes the whip fun. Have to close the distance with these guys anyways, so yep. This one didn't have attention paid to it. Good that we hit him before that. And he did. Okay, so how did I want to do this? I believe we unlock this door. We'll heal up again. Go through here. Now, there we are. That one's down.
You are an
Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
no.
Oh, I don't want to double ban this fight. Because, to be dead honest, it's not worth it. We only have 3 dark powders. We'll have 5. to fight him with. Because we have the boss fight up here. But we'll go down and we'll complete some prereqs first. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, these are nasty. Over here. 2. 2. These should not have hit points. Okay. Hey, my crooks. Hi, talk to you.
What is the... But I can imagine.
Alrighty. So, yeah, because we are gathering as much die-crooks as we can for this situation, I am going to come down here, but it's ultimately worthless. It's just beginning the quest. So, time to whip a bit more. You know, I could be a real... Ooh, ow. Okay, yeah, let's just, you know... Eat blood... Okay, that was very risky of me. Alright, we're just gonna... heal in a sec. Caught him with that skill, the actual impact of the skill. There we go. Oh. So, about that, there's a boss right above me that I need to get to, and I just wasted all my focus.
What have you lost?
My beloved,
Where?
that is what...
Alright. So... what I want to do... I should have one of these here. We don't need that. I will use this, because it will be helpful for us. I'll blow a crystal. And off to fight the boss. And this is going to be electric warfare, except I have enhanced damage. Oh, that's mean! Alright. Well, guess what, buddy? You're just gonna be electrocuted for a while. You can see that some of the frames are, like, invincibility frames. Ow. Come here. Run into that for me. Thank you. Alright. Ooh, okay. Oh, that was mean. Haha, you're dead. Bye. That was fun. Sitting electrocuted the entire time. Those, any boss that is human-shaped, have a tendency to be weak against status effects and parries and things like that, so it's always fun to fight those. I have a great time. We will get rid of those powders. The next ones we're gonna need are the dark ones, and we won't be using it through most of the fight. Those are still kind of good. The dark ones do restore a little bit of mana, but we do have electricity bonuses, so we'll hold on to them. Alright, so with that done, we're actually going to hold on to the Nightcrux Weird for that. Because we have some weapon upgrades we're going to try to attempt to do before we do the bosses here. One more time. Again, the range is far better here. Squirmy, squirmy, squirmy. The first of the mirrors is the important one. We have here, if I recall correctly, okay, we do have 4. That's enough to upgrade both of those without having to buy additional pieces. So, I dislike you. Switch to the whip. Any enemy that does a grapple, I just don't like. Ow, 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 ow. My bad. There are not many fire hazards in this game. And this place is that in the end game. So, there's the teacup for the respec if you ever want to play around. And the Storm Chaser Base Whip, which we are not going to use. We use that in our strength run. It's a very good weapon. We are playing with a rank 3 and 4 here. But when it comes to dexterity weapons, and it's difficult to even call the whip a dexterity weapon. It does grow on dexterity. It is a dual stat, which to be they have the same things, but it's only a dual stat when you get it maxed out. But thanks to our leanings into mind, that's fine. Yes, take care of you. Yes, cool. We're at 5 powders. That will be good for the fights going up ahead. I hope I don't get too greedy and die. I am not doing separated stat fights for other bosses in this section because it is expected as a dexterity-based run that you run both. At least expected by me. Because it's just, you know, the difference between having an available swap between for dexterity is so much more important than it is for, say, something like strength, where you can just specialize in one weapon until you get the other ones. In this case, not so much. Alrighty. Switch. Just the usefulness of being able to do this stuff at a range and hit multiple enemies. By the way, if you roll in this section, you will quickly kick yourself out. Keep in mind that the distance you roll is calculated into the next room. Which is why I do this, really. It just gives me a head start. Ow. It's dumb of me because I didn't kill these guys. Oh well. Okay, so the room we need to go to is down. Still don't know where the fire comes from for that. With this door open, we are into the next boss section. Do we want to play? Yeah, let's play around a little bit. plenty of fire left to burn, so let's do that. 1, 2, and we'll use the whip for this. Oh, I am not doing well health-wise. Oh, die. We're all off. That's fine. Whip it good. And we just use the powder for bonus damage, and the vials because we were in a danger room and we get a lot of enemies together at once. So, yeah. Ways to take advantage of where you are. Okay, we want to go back up into the second room, which is going to be more important. And at this point, you could just use the powders that you get at your leisure. The only ones I would hold on to in a dexterity run is darkness ones for bosses. They're very useful in that case. I mean, you could also use them for when later game when you actually want to restore, but and over here, free Nightrocks. Oh no, it's the other side's free Nightrocks, but these are your dark things. All darkness orientated consumables. Down. And this is where we get the blueprint. Time to upgrade our weapons. Now, by the time we get to our next weapon, which is not going to happen this episode, we will essentially have a lot. Heal up. Crystals. And fire powder. Oh. Yay, they rain shower over us all. The floor breaker. Ha ha ha. And next. Ooh. Ow. I was trying to avoid those guys. Ow. So, you'll notice that the best thing I can do here is this is gonna suck. No matter how I do this, this is gonna suck. And then move over. Is that done? Heal up. There we go. Get one roll in that section. That's it. Not bad. More dark tears powder. So we get plenty of dark powder in this section. And we are whipping. That's closed. $4,000 Nightrocks there, which is like a boss battle or a quest completion at this point. glad that doesn't have a dying attack. More combustion powders to use on challenge rooms. Another mirror shard. Flip the switch. I love how that opens 2 doors. Just letting you know you can go down and over here. And that gets you that. Oh, I forgot that guy's still around. And that should be it for the things we worry about down here. We're just gonna cross over. Is 2 of 3. Go down for the 3 of 3. And if you need mana, it's there. I'm more worried about health at this point. And this is a puzzle area. Not necessarily a puzzle room, but just clear the area of worms, do what we need to do. First one we need to kill here is over here anyways. We'll use the sword for that. We'll use the whip for the other one. Because whip gives us the freedom to stay out of the range of this crap. Just like that attack, not very easy to evade, unless you stay well out of its range. That's the whip. And we can use either or for this one. Whip initially, and then when he dives at us, we can switch. Switch back to a whip when that explodes with wormies, but it doesn't in this room because it's a puzzle room. Go in here. Pop that, and here we go. Ow. I don't know on those, but he's burning, so it doesn't matter. Gimme. Oh, he hits a lot, but he's dead anyways. The last mirror. And the gateway out. I have a quick question. Okay, no. It wasn't that I was low on all of them, I was just used a lot during this section. That's fine. So, with about 30k Minecrafts, let's see if we can actually get some upgrades here. Now, in this case, I'm actually going to upgrade the sword before the whip. While the whip is nice, it's not going to do what we want for this circumstance. We are going to go ahead and greed for the sword. Back to the Great Hall. Get the prototype blueprint. Okay. So, Nightfall Blade 3. We need one more moon silver to do it 4 or 5, and we do want that for the boss. 4. Then we need 3. We might not have enough, but we'll try. 3. Yes, okay. So obviously we're not going to be able to do the whip very much. So we'll hold off on the whip for now. We will level up that as we go along. And of course we are beneath what we need for Nightcrux to level up, which is fine. We decided to level up weapons. Now we're using the black powder that we need. We don't need that. That will be easier. Let's shift this around a little. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still kind of low on those crystals. Oh well. Oh, yeah, hey. Let's unlock that. So we missed a step. In this section here, to unlock Katarina's church. So, let's unlock Katarina's church. And we'll see what a +5 weapon does out here. So at this point, this weapon is good enough to start working on Act 3 enemies. So it's starting to crunch at these Act 2 enemies. And that's fine for us. We want the Nightcrux. That's the entire reason why we're doing this. That was a waste of power. And yes, we could have took the ladder and skipped all of this and only fought this guy. That's not what we wanted to do. What we wanted to do. We wanted the spare Nightcrux. And we'll head up here. Unlock Katarina. Please tell me there's some. Nope. Just healing injections. I was wondering if we had some spare Nightcrux boxes up here that we could take. This was not where I needed to go. But it unlocks what we need from here. So we'll go there. Go back to the Mithrangal proper. Because what we need is down here. That's fine. Unlocking both is worth our time because we could just teleport around when we need to. Oop. Doop, doop, doo. Oh, oh, hi. Oh. I'll take that back. Hello? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wow. I'm surprised I haven't done this yet. I should have done this when I came back. Ah, well. Lots to do in a playthrough of the game. Memorizing it all is not always good. 2700. Any crooks in this way, or is it just the door? Just the door. So, as we level this up, those stats will start to even out again. So, yay for healing injections. Unlocking Katarina's church.
Pardon me,
Hi.
brother.
It is not
I am great.
the path, the truth, a betrayer. That is why
Then you must.
your concern.
Yep. I want your gems. Thank you. That was the entire reason for this. And back we go. To... You know what? Let's get some side questing done, that way we don't have to do it at the beginning of the next. At this point, we'll use the whip, because the whip is so powerful it could probably wipe these guys pretty easily regardless. So that's, we're going to level it here in a bit. There we are. Speaking of things that you could do while you're here. This only needs the hook shot. Well, not the gravity ring, but... Grip. There we go. Push. Alright. That's another unborn. We'll collect that for the Nixaroth fights. And again, empty spaces. We're finally going to provide assistance. These are just scraps, but... They are quick, so they don't take much out of us to get them.
My,
I cannot.
why,
I.
I dance. Oh, Annika.
That is no.
For sure.
I know of a place where.
We know the place will be safe. Go to the manor. Is it really safe? Did we get this? Yes, we got this. Hi. 4 breakers after you. Oh no. Rawr. And I'm doing this mainly because, hey, these are... I mean, I either go for a route with absolutely no enemies to teleport back, or I just grab some spare night crooks. We just walk our way over, we'll be able to go back down anyways, and we will have what we need. So, easy loop for some easy items. Pop. Let me go back down here. No. Great Hall. Be rewarded.
I must allow.
Take that. And now we'll complete this quest. Well, as far as we can. We won't have the Nycrux for it. Grabbing the item, but we will get our pretty lady killed. In the game. And less worms around. Too bad they don't give us anything.
Would you perhaps the lady
Okay. Go back to that. Back to her.
I have found some.
Eric,
There we go. And that's completed. No further pieces for that. We will finish up at the Hall of Mirrors. Alright. No whip for this. It's going to be the sword. And off to the bosses we go. Dead Walrick. He did not get what he wanted. Ooh, that was a cut up. Alright. We'll focus Lisa for a bit. Mainly because it's easier to. That's one down for Igor. Pop that tail into that. We will take advantage here. Ow. Heal up. Nothing could be done about that. Alright. Heal up a bit and got it. Yes. Ha ha ha. We'll focus him down. Oh no. At this point, we are just going to kill because there we go. Face first. No, jaw first. And you're gone. Note that us using the dark powder had helped us restore some mana along the way, or the focus along the way. And it helped increase our damage. And we used 2 of them, or 3 of them. That's fine. Skip. Don't need to have that. Yay, Heart of Nycrux. Full restore. We'll grab our boots. So, that ends Act 2, Chapter 2, whatever you prefer to call it. We will swing back around and grab the item that comes from here, even though we don't care for it. There we are, Thunder Conjuration, which is a really good spell if you're running intellect, and, yeah, mind and instinct. Mainly due to the fact that you could just flat out deal massive damage because the thing has so much crit going on with it. It doesn't say, but it has a really high crit rate, especially when you boost it with the other crit items. Alright, so that said, we are going to conclude here. Go ahead, leave, comment, like, sub, whatever the doobly-doo you wish to do. And I will catch you in the next episode.